stop working. I want to speak to you.
Francesca, can't you see that I have a lot of work to do on this entire mural, and your brother commissioned me to complete it by a certain date? So much as I would like to, I'm afraid...
You're always saying how fond you are of me, and then when I need you, you're too busy.
Oh, forgive me, Francesca. I had no idea that you needed me. What is it you want me to do?
I need you to help me with that fiend who happens to be my brother.
Oh, he's illustrious magnificence?
He sent for some old hag to tyrannize me. He says she's going to be a companion. But I know him. He's trying to break my spirit.
I can't help thinking that there's little danger of that. Perhaps, though, in a way, this is just what's needed.
What do you mean?
To keep your fertile imagination from hatching any more palace plots.
Marco, how can you say such a thing?
Oh, I know that to you they're just childish, innocent little pranks. By the way, who is this lady?
Oh, somebody called the Cervi.
The Cervi? Your brother moves wisely by ingratiating himself with one of the most powerful families in Rome.
Powerful? I might have guessed as much. But powerful or not, she'll rule the day she ever sets foot in this palace.
I wonder...
Ah, Francesca. The Lady Adrianna has arrived.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yes. Impressed and grateful. Rudeness, extravagance and disobedience, schemes, lies and treachery. I'm going to put an end to this infamous behavior of yours, Francesca.
You forget, my dear brother. Schemes, lies, treacheries are my heritage, and I learned them all from you.
Nonetheless, if it is the last thing I do, I am going to exorcise this evil spirit that inhabits your person.
I doubt it. But bring her on. Bring on your Lady Adrianna. The way you talked about her just now, I expected to go into a corner and say, no, no, my dear brother, not that, anything but Lady Adrianna de Cervi.
I think you will find her to be a most remarkable woman.
I find very few women remarkable.
And I am giving her a free rein in handling you. She knows how to deal with obstreperous children.
And I know how to deal with overbearing tyrants.
Your Excellency.
What is it? Rodrigo.
Lady Adrianna de Cervi awaits an audience.
Oh. You will wait for me here.
Please be brief. I have a wardrobe fitting.
Who knows, Francesca? In time, you may grow to love her.
Love her? A hideous, dominating old crone.
Francesca, I present the Lady Adrianna de Cervi.
You were saying, Francesca?
Oh, yes, Rodrigo, what is it?
His Magnificence requests you attend him in Lady Adrianna's apartments.
Tell him I'm indisposed.
Yes, my lady.
What a trial women are. I've been here 2 whole days and still I do my unpacking.
Adrianna, you have no idea how much I appreciate your coming here.
On the contrary, it is I who am grateful for being asked. My uncles and brothers are so concerned with great affairs of state, they've got no time for me. Since my husband's death, I've done little but languish. A fate which suits me not at all.
Oh, and do you then regard the supervision of Francesca as such an agreeable duty?
Francesca is not as wicked as you paint her. Though I agree that I have, during the past few days, found certain irregularities.
Oh, do not think that her rudeness to you, her insults have gone unnoticed.
Nonsense, insults never hurt anyone. You must remember, she's only a child.
Come in. And where is the Lady Francesca?
She requires me to say that she is indisposed, my lord.
Indisposed. Yet another display of insolence.
If the poor child is indisposed.
It is an assumed indisposition.
Surely Francesca is my charge now. You must permit me to handle her my way.
Adrianna, you make me realize more and more that my tragedy has been the absence of a good woman in my palace.
Marco? Marco? Oh, I think I must be going mad. My things keep disappearing. First my combs and pins, and now my brooch.
Oh, then there must be a thief in the palace. Or perhaps someone who merely wishes to have a keepsake of yours.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm sure they'll come back. The combs and pins were returned.
All by their little selves?
Yes. Well, it's so mysterious. Things keep disappearing, then hours later they turn up where they should have been. Oh, it's maddening.
Then why bother to look?
Francesca, Are you looking for this?
Where did you find that? It's mine.
I thought it might be. I found it in the hallway outside your chamber.
Outside my chamber. I don't recall wearing it there recently.
Well, never mind, dear, as long as you found it again.
Thank you, Lady Adrianna.
Very impressive. You do well by the Medicis in this mural, Master Del Monte.
Thank you, my lady.
Yet his excellence seems so isolated from the other figures. Does that symbolize something? Loneliness?
Oh, no, my lady. Of his power.
Tell me, if you were to include me in this picture, where would you place me?
I would put you there.
Also isolated? How interesting.
Yes, I think so. But as you said yourself, my lady, isolation symbolizes loneliness.
Of all the ridiculous, stupid, insulting suggestions, she exhausts me.
You're excellent.
Francesca, she now accuses me of having her room searched.
Oh, I'm familiar with this type of behavior. My sister Olivia suffered from such flights of fancy, poor creature. She was engaged to Antonio.
Antonio, was he not your late husband?
When the madness overtook her, he turned to me for consolation. We fell in love. Now Olivia's gone. Antonio is gone.
But Francesca is not gone. She is still here, storming like the Furies.
I will go to her at once. There is a way to handle this.
You have a vivid imagination, Del Monte, to give the Lady Francesca such an angelic expression.
Your Magnificence is pleased to say so.
I didn't hear you knock.
Perhaps the sound escaped you. May I come in?
You're in.
Oh, Francesca, Francesca.
Francesca. I'm beginning to loathe the sound of my own name. And why are you here, Lady Adrianna?
Your brother has placed us both in an embarrassing position, has he not? How sad it would be if we were to continue on this awkward footing. Especially as you remind me so of my dear sister Olivia.
We could hardly be sisters. Lady Adrianna.
But we could be friends. Oh, I well understand the demands your brother makes of you. When Olivia and I were quite young, perhaps just a little beautiful.
You're still a handsome woman.
Oh, Francesca, how sweet you are to say that. You know, at your age, Father practically kept me under lock and key. I had no friends, no one to share secrets with but Olivia. There was nothing to do all day but to try his patience. I understand your feelings completely.
You do?
Of course. What a beautiful robe.
Do you like it? I'm having it specially made.
Then you have excellent taste. But tell me, who advised you on this color? An artist, surely. Del Monte, perhaps.
No, I selected it myself.
Wonderful. Was it a gift?
Yes, it was a present from my brother.
Oh, Francesca. He showers you with beautiful things and then you choose to displease him.
I can't resist it. He's such easy prey.
How alike we are.
You're a very wise woman, Adrianna.
One acquires wisdom as one matures.
My brother admires wisdom. He's a very attractive man, don't you think?
The Medicis were always an attractive family.
And he's lonely.
Loneliness is often the handmaiden of greatness.
Oh, but now that you're here...
Let me do that for you. What exquisite hair you have. It's like flax, so soft, so lovely.
It's a pity that my brother's never married.
Perhaps he will one day.
Francesca, since you've done nothing but interrupt me throughout this entire mural, it's really a miracle that I've ever been able to finish your figure at all.
I insist it be changed. I look like a fishwife.
Really? I think he has captured you perfectly.
What do you mean perfectly? For a start, he's painted me in that terrible dress.
The dress, my dear Lady Francesca, was your own choice.
Then you painted it poorly.
I will not change a thing.
Enough, enough. In any event, there is no time to change the mural. It must be unveiled tomorrow night at the ball.
I would rather deface it myself than be so insulted.
Francesca.
Oh, don't you agree with me, Lady Adrianna?
I have a suggestion, if Master Del Monte will permit me. Your beautiful velvet robe might be a more fitting garment for the mural.
It would indeed.
It will take all night.
Would it strain your purse, my lord, to increase Master Del Monte's payment for the additional work? It would please Francesca.
Francesca?
And me.
Oh, will it? Very well, Del Monte.
Your Magnificence, under the circumstances, you leave me no choice.
I'll go and get the dress.
Thank you, Master Del Monte.
Oh, it's an honor, my lady.
It was wise to capitulate in this matter. I find Francesca's mind a delicate mechanism.
Delicate?
Highly delicate. I've had time these past few days to study her carefully. These sudden outbursts and then the sudden calm. The way things disappear. You must help me with her.
Adrianna, you are an inspiration to all of us. Del Monte, I have been speculating on the fact that since you are making alterations to the mural anyway, perhaps it would be possible for you to include another figure. There,
Another figure?
the Lady Adrianna.
Oh.
For an additional fee, of course.
My dress! My dress is gone!
Francesca, will you please stop shouting? You're making me nervous!
I'm telling you it's gone. I've looked everywhere in my room. It's stolen. It's nowhere to be found. Well, come and see for yourselves.
Huh. Well, I, for one, couldn't be happier.
I wasn't here, and if I can lay my hands on the person who's taken it, this...
But Francesca,
tell you, it wasn't here when I came in just now. It wasn't here. Do you think I'm insane?
Ah, Francesca.
Marco, you know you shouldn't be in here.
Yes, I know, but this is important. I must speak to you.
What's so important you must come bursting into my room in the middle of the night?
It's about this Lady Adrianna.
Oh, why should you be worried about her?
She has your brother making noises like a lovesick calf.
Why shouldn't he? She's very lovely.
Well, you've certainly changed your tune, haven't you? How did it go? A hideous, dominating old crone?
Oh, I've changed my mind. Adriana's an angel, and if my brother marries her, she'll be very good for him.
Well, she may be very good for your brother, but as far as I'm concerned, she'll bleed this city of Florence to death.
Oh, Marco, you're being ridiculous.
Francesca, this is serious.
It's getting late.
Oh, Francesca, please listen to me.
Marco, you may kiss me good night. Good night, Marco. And don't worry. Who is it? Who is it?
Francesca! Close the shutters, light the candles. Francesca, what is it?
Be gentle with her. Poor girl, she's had a fright.
It wasn't a fright. I heard some knocking at the door, and I went. There was no one there.
There, it was only a bad dream.
It wasn't a dream. I heard knocking. I tell you, I heard knocking.
Your Magnificence, shall I clear the position?
That will not be necessary. I suggest you present your mural. Francesca, you really must be in control of yourself.
What you really must do is get some rest. I'll stay with her.
Yes, of course, thank you.
Poor Olivia. Poor Olivia.
Olivia.
My sister was often frightened by the dark. You're so like her. There.
My Lady Francesca, I thought that you were confined to your room.
I couldn't stay there, Mark. Do you think I really am going mad? You know, if Lady Adrianna weren't here to console me, I think I'd really go out of my mind.
Oh, then you found her a comfort after all.
Yes, I misjudged her, poor woman. She's had a terrible life. Her family gone, and her sister driven out of her mind.
Francesca, doesn't it seem rather an odd coincidence to you? First her sister, and now you.
Mark, are you insinuating that Adrianna... I just don't believe you.
Think back a minute. When did these hallucinations of yours first start to obsess you?
A few weeks ago.
About the time that the Lady Adrianna arrived.
Adrianna adores me. I'm like a sister to her.
I think that her sister was driven out of her mind by her.
Marco, do you mean to say that these inexplicable things that have been happening to me were because of her?
Yes, I do. The Lady Adrianna coveted and won her sister's suitor, but he died penniless. If my guess is right, in the few good years remaining to her, she's going to make one final effort to get her hands on the wealth and the position and the power that her own family have long denied her.
Marco, do you mean I'm really not mad?
Francesca, in spite of everything, I do not think so.
Oh, but I must warn my brother.
Oh, he'll only think that this is another of your hallucinations. She has been very clever.
Oh, what can I do? Oh, you must help me, Marco.
Well, this won't be easy, Francesca.
Francesca, you should be resting.
I'm just going to my room, Adrianna.
Poor child, I feel so helpless. And His Excellence is half sick with worry.
My lady, forgive my boldness, but has the thought ever occurred to you that it might be best to place the Lady Francesca in a sanctuary?
How strange you should say that. His Magnificence and I were just discussing such an eventuality this morning. But it's a terrible thing to contemplate.
It is indeed. If you'll permit me to say so, I can't help but feel that you've been a great comfort to His Magnificence during this most difficult period.
You really think so? I've tried so hard. I'm so disappointed that I'm not going to be in your mural for the festivities this evening.
Rest assured, my lady, I shall place you in the position that has been commanded by His Magnificence. Which reminds me, you might wish to wear a dress which is appropriate to the occasion, something special when you pose for me.
My wedding dress, I have it with me. Well, I'm such a sentimental creature, you know.
Yes, that would be perfect. Your wedding dress. I wonder, would you wear it tonight? It might add to my inspiration, and then tomorrow we can begin to work together.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Yes, I'll wear the dress tonight. Thank you, Master Marco. You've been so understanding.
I hope so.
Rodrigo, should there be any disturbance from my sister tonight, you will quietly escort her to her room and stand guard over her.
I understand, Excellency.
Del Monte, are you not finished yet? We are waiting to remove this impedimenta.
Oh, Your Magnificence, an artist is never quite finished.
Oh,
I've been robbed. Someone's been to my room.
Adrianna, what are you saying?
My dress, my wedding dress. The one I was to wear this evening. It's gone.
Rodrigo, search immediately.
Francesca, you look beautiful.
My dress.
Oh, yes, Adrianna, thank you so much for giving it to me. It's lovely.
I did not give it to you. You took it, Francesca, dear. You took my dress.
Adrianna, you must be mad. Don't you remember you asked me specially to wear it tonight for my brother so that he could see how lovely you looked when you were young, when you were first married?
You see, the poor girl's completely out of her mind.
But, my lady, you told me so yourself.
What?
You told me that you were going to make this gift to the Lady Francesca. Don't you remember? This afternoon, when you sent for me.
Sent for you.
Sent for you? What are you suggesting?
Yes, what are you suggesting?
Well, it's a rather delicate matter to have to explain.
I suggest that you try. You try very hard.
Your Magnificence, the whole episode was entirely harmless. I assure you that the Lady Adrianna is in no way to be blamed for what happened. Oh, my lady, forgive me if I betrayed a confidence. I shall have no regrets.
You must be mad. I haven't the least idea what he's raving about.
You are all talking in riddles. Will somebody please explain?
There is nothing to explain, Your Magnificence. I was merely trying to help the Lady Adrianna to recall that she gave the dress to Francesca. I'm sure that she must have forgotten.
I've forgotten nothing.
Oh, you're tired. It must be the excitement. You're a little overwrought.
I am not overwrought.
Is it impossible to find a rational woman?
But Lady Adrianna, surely you remember telling me as I left your chamber...
You went to her chamber? Rodrigo!
Now, my dear Lady Adrianna, let us hear the truth for once.
Francesca!
You see, she's the one. She and Del Monte planned all this. You knew that when I married your brother, I'd have more power than you.
There you are.
Your Magnificence, what we've been trying to prove to you is that she only wants your power.
Adrianna, let me hear more.
You have heard all you need to hear, my lord. I am as I am. You must now decide if you wish to share your power with me.
Power is too dearly bought to be so easily given away.
By the way, Adrianna, those mysterious happenings, they were your doing, I presume.
But of course.
Marco, you know, I think I'll wear this dress when I get married.
Francesca, you're out of your mind.